Hey everyone, my name is Daisy, and welcome to the top 10 games and rituals that give me the creeps. Number 10, the Candyman. This is an urban legend that talks about a murdered slave who came back from the dead with a taste of revenge. According to this legend, you must look in the mirror and repeat Candyman 5 times. If done correctly, he will appear behind you and kill you with his hook. For you see, the Candyman is a vicious killer with a bloody hook for a hand. He will appear in the mirror covered in blood and bees, with nothing but blood in his mind. They say that back in the day, Candyman was a real man back in the day of slavery. He was a black man named Daniel, who worked in a plantation in New Orleans. He was a talented painter and was chosen by a plantation owner to make a portrait of his daughter. Not too long after, Daniel soon fell in love with the daughter of the plantation owner. When the owner found out the two were in love, he raised an angry mob and chased Daniel out of the town. Armed with pitchforks and pack dogs, they chased poor Daniel through fields and streams. Pretty soon, they caught up with tired Daniel at an old barn. The men seized him and cut off his right hand with a rusty saw. They covered him in honey and threw him in a beehive. He died from his injuries, but not before he cursed the men who killed him that he will come back with revenge. They say he walks the earth for all eternity, appearing in mirrors when his name is called 5 times. You can say Candyman once, twice, 3, or even 4 times, but never 5, or you'd regret it. Number 9, the Midnight Man. The Midnight Man was believed that it was once an old pagan ritual used to punish those who dared disobey the gods. That's at least how it was usually positioned. The claim is dubious and likely an indication that this particular game originated as a creepypasta. It has become a popular activity for thrill seekers, largely because it is easily performed in your own home with minimal supplies. This game lasts from midnight to 3:33 a.m. To play this game, you will need a writing utensil, a piece of paper, salt, a lighter or matches, and a candle. You have to knock on a wooden door 22 times. The last one has to land right at midnight. You must keep walking around your home till it's 3:33 in the morning. If not, then the Midnight Man will get you. If your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to light it. If 10 seconds are up and your candle is not lit, surround yourself in salt and stay there till 3:33 a.m. If successful, you can keep playing. If you do not finish the game correctly, the Midnight Man will not leave until you play again and finish correctly. You cannot leave the house while playing, and the Midnight Man loves playing tricks on the players. Anyone that was there the first time has to play, even if they're a witness. Number 8, the Elevator Game. The Elevator Game originated in Korea. This game is a ritual that states to give any player the access to another world. This is a very simple game. This game requires a hotel that has 10 or more floors. The player must be alone for this game to work. There's a certain line of numbers that you have to press to work. When you get to the fifth floor, a young woman will enter the elevator joining you. Whatever you do, do not look or speak to her, even if she looks familiar. After that, you're going to press the first floor. If you hit the first floor and it goes to the 10th floor, you have to stay in the elevator. You're still in the game. If you hit the first floor and it goes to the first floor, when the doors open, exit the elevator and do not look back. When you reach the 10th floor, you can choose to stay on or hop off. If you hop off, the woman may ask you a question and call you by your name. No matter what, do not answer her. Now you have reached the other world. The sign is that you are the only one there. To return, you must go back in the exact elevator that you had used before and do the exact order of buttons, finishing on the 5th floor. Once you have gone to the 5th floor, press the first floor. If it starts going to the 10th floor, press another button before that floor. Once you are on the first floor, you want to make sure that everything is normal. If not, you have to redo the game. Number 7. The Hooded Man. Like the elevator game, the Hooded Man ritual transfers you to a different world, if you do it correctly. You must do this ritual alone. What you would need is to do this ritual is 2 half-a-meter black cords or ropes, an old rotary phone, matches or lighter, a watch, and salt. Burn sage and spread salt before the front door. You have to shut the doors and close the curtains. You have to empty your pockets and power off all electronics, keeping the watch on you. At the beginning of the night, you're going to sit in front of the phone. Count to 13 and dial a string of numbers while the phone is still on the hook. Tie one cord on the phone securely and lift it. Dial the second string of numbers and count to 13. Put the phone down, but do not hang up, and tell the receiver, "Hello? I need a cab." After the call, untie the first cord and replace it with the second cord, tying it as tight and securely as possible. Burn the first cord as soon as possible. If not, do it after the ritual. If you have done those steps correctly, when you look out the window, you will see a black taxi. Close the door behind you and climb into the empty back seat. You're going to close the door and go to sleep. When you wake up, check the time to see if it's 3:30 a.m. If not, leave the taxi and re-enter your own home within 2 minutes and proceed to end the game, which will be explained later. If it is 3:30, go back to sleep. When you wake up a second time, you will see that you are on a highway with a hooded man at the wheel. What you don't want to do is panic, leave the cab while it's moving, or talk to any of the other passengers. When you are ready to leave, lean to the man's ear and whisper slowly and directly, "I have reached my destination." Then go back to sleep the last time. When you wake up, you will be where you started. When you have gone back, sit in front of the phone and dial the last string of numbers. Use the cord to lift the phone and say, "Thank you for the ride." Untie the cord and burn it. Bury both cord ashes, scatter salt over the burial site, and after you have done that, you have to do a cleansing ritual. Number 6. The Bathtub Game. The Durumasan ritual, or the bathtub game, You must use a tub, and a shower will not be acceptable. The ritual starts at night before you go to sleep. You have to shed some of your clothes, turn on the water, and after the tub is filled, turn off the lights and water. Sit facing the faucet and close your eyes. No matter what you hear or feel, do not open your eyes. Wash your hair and repeat, Drumasan fell down, Drumasan fell down. Keep repeating until you see a Japanese woman standing in the tub and hitting her eye on the faucet. When you're finished washing your hair, after you're done, say out loud and ask, why did you fall? Keeping your eyes closed, you're going to stand up and carefully leave the bathroom. Do not drain the water and keep the lights off. Wake up as normal and go about your day, but Daruma-san will be following you. Look over your right shoulder. You'll see Daruma-san with black tangled hair and one eye. If you feel she gets too close, shout Tamar, which means stop, and run for some distance. You want to end the game making sure to do it before midnight. You can end it at any time. You just have to see her shout kitten, which means I cut you loose, while swinging your arm in a chopping motion. If performed correctly, the winning condition would have been achieved. The game is over. Number 5. The Ouija Board. The Ouija Board is something you can use to communicate with those who have passed. All you need to play is any time of day, the board, and the planchette. You can either play alone or with friends. The board has the alphabet, numbers 0 to 9, goodbye, and yes or no. To play, you need to put 2 fingers lightly on the planchette. You ask any question you want, but first, you have to ask if there is a spirit with you and if they're willing to talk. But there is a demon named Zozo. He is a demon of the Ouija board, and he will lie. When you want to end the game, just say goodbye and gently slide the planchette to the goodbye. While putting away the Ouija board, don't put the pointer over the board. Number 4. The Answer Man. The Answer Man ritual is a game that you shouldn't take lightly. You gotta be prepared to trade. You're going to need 9 other people to do this ritual, and you'll need 9 cell phones. Burner phones are recommended for this use. You can begin at any time and at any place. Have all the participants in a circle. Each person gives their number to the person on the right, so that each participant should be able to call the person on the left. On a count of 3, everyone calls the person on the left. If everyone gets a busy signal or the call goes to voicemail, the ritual has failed and will proceed. If the outcome emerges, try again later. If 9 participants receive the busy call or the call goes to voicemail, you have succeeded and can proceed. If this happens, 1 participant's call and only 1 will be answered. That person will hear a voice on the other end of the line. The conversation part of the ritual is that the person whose call was successful may ask the answer man a question. That person must listen carefully to the answer man. As soon as the answer man has given you his answer, he will ask a question to the participant. The participant must answer the question honestly, truthfully, and correctly. The person can repeat this process as many times as they like. When you want to end the call, the participant has to tell the answer man they must go. The answer man might attempt to keep the participant on the phone by telling them he'll give them information for free. Whatever you do, do not stay on the line. The participant must repeatedly state they need to end the conversation. If the participant is persistent, then the answer man will say goodbye and hang up. At that point, the call has been terminated. After the call has been terminated, immediately destroy all the phones that were used in the construct of the ritual. Number 3, one man hide and seek. The one man hide and seek, also known as one man tag, is a ritual for connecting with the dead. The spirits are wandering restless on earth looking for a human body to possess. In this ritual, you'll be summoning a spirit by offering it a doll instead of a human body. What you'll need is one stuffed doll that has limbs rise enough to stuff the doll with, one needle and a crimson thread, one pair of nail clippers, one sharp-edged tool such as a knife, glass shard, or scissors, a bathroom with a tub and some form of counter. A hiding place, preferably a room purified by incense. There must be a TV in there. For the preparation part of it, you're going to take out the stuffing or whatever it is it's stuffed with and replace it with rice. Clip a few pieces of your nail and put it in the doll and sew it up with a crimson thread. When you're done, tie the doll with the rest of the thread. Go to the bathroom and fill the tub with water. Return to your hiding place with a cup of salt water and put it on the floor. Give the doll a name, anything except your name. When it's 3 a.m., say your name is the first one to the doll 3 times. After you're done with that, you're going to put the doll in the tub of water. Go back to your hiding place and turn on the TV. After closing your eyes and counting to 10, go back to the bathroom with your sharp edge in hand. When you go back to the bathroom, say to the doll, I have found you, the doll's name, and stab the doll with the sharp-edged tool. Say, you are next, the doll's name, as you take the doll out and put it on the counter in the bathroom. As soon as you put the doll down, go back to your hiding place and hide. When you want to finish the game, pour half the cup of water in your mouth. Don't drink it, just keep it there. Get out of your hiding place and look for the doll. It won't necessarily be in the bathroom, but whatever you do, do not spit out the salt water. When you find the doll, pour the rest of the salt water that's in the cup over it. Then spit out the salt water in your mouth onto it as well, saying, I won 3 times. It's supposed to end the ritual so that after the dry off the doll, burn it and discard of it later. Number 2, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is one of the most prevalent and scary urban legends circling in Western culture. Being able to summon her in any mirror means that many have attempted to interact with Mary. Some have claimed to have been successful with terrifying results. Those that have managed to summon Bloody Mary have been greeted with a nasty, blood-covered spirit that could potentially scream at them or worse, attack them. Some say that Bloody Mary has the power to kill or injure those who disturb her with scratching out her victims' eyes, being summoned to them. So, is there any truth behind this legend? And just who is Bloody Mary? Although Bloody Mary was known in pop culture, she remains in a way elusive. Mary was born in England in the 1500s. She had grown up with a father who killed his wives when he got bored of them. Elizabeth thought it was normal, and when she became queen, she had a religion and she would burn people at the stake for not following her beliefs. That's when she got the nickname Bloody Mary. The rules of Bloody Mary are pretty simple and easy to complete. To note that there are different variations of the rules present to how they changed it over time to fit the different communities and areas. How you play this game is to find a room that you can darken and has a mirror in it. You want to close the door behind you and turn off the lights and put on a few candles, since the game works in dimly lit areas. Stare into your reflection in your own eyes in the dark and do not break eye contact. Without interruption, you're going to say out loud, Bloody Mary, 3 times. It is widely believed that after these steps are done, it will summon Bloody Mary into your mirror. She may appear behind you, covered in blood behind you, and attack people, either scratching out their eyes, face, or neck. Number 1. Baby Blue. To play Baby Blue is by being in the bathroom alone, closing the door and turning off the lights. You're going to face the mirror, hold your arms as though you're rocking a baby, repeat the words Baby Blue, Blue Baby 13 times without making a mistake. If you do it correctly, then you'll slowly start feeling the weight of an invisible baby in your arms. The baby will start getting heavier and heavier as it is getting bigger and bigger, and you'll be feeling the baby scratching your arms. Before the baby gets too heavy, you have to quickly flush it down the toilet and run out of the bathroom. If you don't do it fast enough, a hideous woman will appear and yell, "Give me my baby," and yell loud enough to break the glass. If you are still holding the baby, she will kill you. Some people believe that it is Bloody Mary and she had murdered her child by breaking glass and stabbing him to death. That would have to be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. And if you want to see more of this, please let me know. Until next time, love you. Bye.